the boss is here.
Card increase and credit mix are both worth 65 months each, right? So those are the separate
Final
factors.
boss is here.
If you focus on those top three categories, which is credit utilization, payment history, and credit age,
Yeah.
have at least 680, 690, and sometimes even a 700, depending on.
So can you go through each one of those top three? Like
Yeah.
credit utilization.
You know, Sunday's all about self-improvement.
Credit score.
So we're gonna watch credit videos to start today.
If you cannot make a payment, schedule an arrangement with your bank. Because the second that your bank reports a late payment, which is a payment that's 30 days past the due date, you will have a late payment. Because your payment history is the largest factor, one late payment can literally drop your score up to 100 points, depending. And so then credit utilization, which is one that's slept on, and honestly, it's the one to me that has the most immediate impact on your score. So what I mean by that is your credit utilization is pertaining to credit cards. So how much you're using your credit card, how much balance, how much of a balance you carry over to the next month is going to determine your utilization. Keeping that below 10% is going to be wonders for any profile. And then credit age is something that when you're in the beginning of building your credit, you're not really going to have any control over that. As you open new accounts, close new accounts, if you are repairing your credit and you're getting things deleted, that also affects your credit age because it is an average. So after you get your basic base level credit profile, and we can go into that, don't apply for anything for 6 to 9 months, and that'll aid to improving your credit age. Because that's the mistake that a lot of people make when they're building credit. The probably the number one mistake.
What?
Applying too fast, trying to build credit too fast, trying to thinking that anything that they apply for and get approved for, it's a great thing for their credit profile.
So the kid that's walking on a campus right now,
Mhm.
he's walking into that cab, and those companies are waiting for him. $500 cars
Yeah,
or $1,000 cars.
yeah,
Sometimes 2,000 if they know you, right?
yeah.
We want to make sure that they're using 10% of that, perhaps.
So it's not necessarily using 10%. So when it comes to using a credit card,
Yeah.
when it comes to using your credit card, most people think that utilization depends on your usage, and it doesn't. It just depends on what you carry over. And I'll explain it. Utilization is only reported 1 day a month. So it's on your statement date, which is the last day of your billing cycle. Matter of fact, everybody who has a credit card needs to look at their credit card statement and find their statement date. It's the last day of the billing cycle. That date is so important because whatever balance that you have on the credit card, that is what's going to be reported to the credit bureaus and also used as your utilization. Your statement date is different from your due date. So most people get confused because your due date is going to be before your statement date, probably like a week or two prior. So even if you paid your credit card bill down to zero by your due date, if that balance is not still under 10% by your statement date, then it's not going to be counted as a utilization. It's not going to be reported to the credit bureaus.
Mhm.
So identifying when your statement date is and making sure that you pay your balance, pay off at least 90% of whatever you spent during the month, pay off that balance, then you'll be good. Because like if you have a $500 credit card, you can use the entire $500. You don't have to stay below 30% or 10%. You just have to make sure you pay it back within that same billing cycle, which is key.
Okay. So what are the first steps to building good credit history?
Okay, so the first step I would say is so I have a basic base level credit profile recommendation for everyone, right?
Mhm.
I say that if you are wanting to build credit, but like build a healthy credit profile that will continue to grow and kind of set you up to get high credit offers and low interest rates and all of that, the base level credit profile. Everyone needs at least two credit cards. It needs to be at least two revolving credit cards, right? Doesn't matter the limit, doesn't matter if it's subprime, it doesn't matter if it's secured. You can literally get two $200 credit cards, right? Make sure that you keep that utilization every single month. You keep that utilization below 10%, right? And then because we have to hit at least four accounts. Two of them will be credit cards. The third account needs to be a short-term installment. A short-term installment is just any installment under 36 months. Self kickoff every bank pretty much offers a credit builder loan. And then if you can get a long-term installment. So if you have a student loan, if you have a car loan, if you have a mortgage.
Let me watch the rest of it back. Now, is it on? I saw all the clips with speed.
Just so
I wanted to watch it. Appreciate the lights.
And having those 4 accounts, 2 main credit cards.
I saw the speed clips. Is it still going?
It's going to, and not applying for anything else. I want to be clear. Do not apply for anything else after you get that, those accounts. Don't apply for anything else for 6 to 9 months. And you should be able to get pretty much any credit card that you want. Because if you pay it on time and, of course, make sure you're not getting collections and other things.
Welcome in. Appreciate the lights.
Speaks
Yeah,
to-
it's still on Final Match. Okay. I don't even know any of the new wrestlers, bro.
At the most rapid pace.
Would you put the
Not hit.
pay later
What up, Jordan?
as short term, right? Like
Thumbs up. Welcome in.
It depends because I see a lot of those on credit cards, and
I'm not even hip to any of the new wrestlers. I saw the clips of Speed. I saw Speed jump off the thing and hit Jake Paul. They said Speed got paid 3.2 mil, including endorsements.
pretty much
3.2 mil, chat.
If you're applying for credit,
Support the Streamlabs. That's who we compete with, chat. Speed did an hour WrestleMania that made 3.2.
accounts that almost
Let's support the Streamlabs. That's my competition, y'all. He made 3.2 in an hour in WrestleMania. But I think that's cool. I think that's cool that
doesn't tell like their source.
WWE is getting into the streamer world. You know what I'm saying?
They're looking at
Because that's the next wave. It's not celebrities anymore. It used to be, oh my gosh, this rapper's on WWE. Now it's streamers. And streamers are more athletic. You got Speed hopping down 10 feet in the fucking air. What rapper or actor, no actor or rapper is going to do that. But streamers, people like streamers because streamers are more down to earth. Like, why the fuck is Speed multi-millionaire, millions of dollars of endorsements, 10 feet in the fucking air, finna slam Jake Paul? But that's the streaming world, man. I love it.
They're like the only accounts that have immediate impact. Like when you get along, you're not really going to see. You don't really.
That's what I love about the streamer world, because why the fuck is Speed
You're
jumping off the edge of the thing, 15 feet in the air, full extension? That shit is crazy.
Right. When it comes to credit cards, you can.
How you doing? Good. How you doing? CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. I'm not even here. Yeah, bro. I'm not even here, bro.
We can just use a $200 credit card.
I'm not
for
even
instance, right? If you have a $200 credit card, the first thing you're going to do is
Watch in a minute.
your due date. You want to make sure that I zero out my balance on my due date, because any balance that you carry over past your due date, your bank can charge interest on, or will charge you interest on. So after my due date passes, I wait until my statement date, and I make sure that my balance is whatever the credit card limit is. If I have a $200 credit card, I make sure my balance is below $20 going into that next cycle.
You know, still work right now, chat. Don't stop, man.
Spend it, or do whatever.
Work does not stop, chat.
Identifying those 2 dates, understanding when
Make it cool. Make got the swag, got the full-time streamers. But I'm not out of town, so
will be the saving grace.
anytime you see me on here, multitasking or stuff, I got to break from my real
full balance or
real hustle.
because people say you're supposed to lean a little bit on that third party.
So that's a great question, and I'm glad you asked that. I pay my full balance off by my due date, so I'm not charged interest. However, I do carry over 1 to 3% on my statement date.
Why?
If you report a 0% utilization, sometimes the algorithm could read that as you don't have a credit card. One, or contrary to popular belief, lenders don't like when you don't use your credit card.
So that's
Yeah, like they want to see usage, because that doesn't. If you're not using a credit card, that doesn't really speak to your money management or
Against the Rockies.
leave a small balance. It shows that you use it.
Stay this day with this Russell show.
very common misconception. I had to realize that. Like I would
Damn.
move the card, or even for the company, I would just
Golly.
pay it down. On the personal level, when I did it, I watched my credit score drop
Mhm.
because it showed that I had zero. I'm like, wait, I thought I'm doing the right thing because I had nothing, but it showed that there's zero utilization there. So let's stay on utilization. When is it a good time to now ask for a credit increase?
Ooh, my favorite. Depending on the bank, I ask for a credit limit increase every 91 to like 120 days. Like I'm getting on all of my credit cards, I'm getting multiple credit limit increases a year. But you have like so my
Okay, girl.
not strict, but
Y'all heard her?
advisor, because if you know you have a card that can obviously
Present the lights. Present the lights. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friend.
They may not give you an increase or
Thank you, my friend.
right. So if you're dealing with like, am I able to say companies' names?
Yeah.
If you're dealing with what's considered the top three, which is Amex, Chase, and Citi, they're
Chat,
gonna
we
give
working right now. Chat, we working.
to make sure that 60 days, the 60 days prior to you until you're asking for that increase, you are feeding the algorithm. Number one, make sure you have automated payment lines, right? It could be for at least your minimum payment. Like it doesn't have to be your full balance. Just have auto pay on because the system loves it, right? Make sure that you have at least 2 recurring charges on your credit card. By the way, any subscription that people have, this is one thing that drives me crazy. If you have Netflix, Hulu, Apple Music, and a host of other subscriptions that we have, make sure those are on the same card. Like there's no reason why any subscription should be from a debit card because that's a wasted opportunity to have
Watching the Astros. Chat. Give me a second.
these 2 recurring charges, having auto pay set up, making sure you do at least 10 transactions within that month.
Make sure you listen to the credit information in the background. You might learn something. Credit expert Sean Murray.
But if you have a card and you're not using it, you're not going to get a credit limit increase. No matter, regardless of how high your credit score is, a lot of banks will not give you the increase simply because you just don't use the card enough. That's actually the number one reason for credit limit increase do not is low usage on the card.
So, okay.
Oh wait, I'm so glad I got the challenge in MLB because you need it, and I umpire. You need that.
Using credit.
I'm so glad MLB you can challenge balls and strikes now. Even as an umpire, I've umpired plenty of games, and like nobody's perfect, so it's good that you can play.
So I am a person that lives off my credit card. When I say live off my credit card, I mean all of my daily expenses or anything that could be on a credit card. I use my credit card for because I want the points. I want the usage and all of that. However, I make sure that I pay it back. That's the thing. Do not spend if you don't have it in your bank account or know you're not getting it in your bank account within the next 2 weeks. You don't have to spend, regardless of if it's a credit card or what. The only exception is if it's like an emergency, like if you have a true emergency, not shopping or anything like that, then it's really easy to manage your credit card as long as you're not looking at it as if it's an extension of you. It's not. You have to pay it back. And it's just like that's where checking your financial habits will come into play. A lot of times people will improve their credit, get access to these holiday cards, and then they find themselves in the hole deep because they can't manage their money properly. They go out and spend, and I realize like, you gotta pay that back. So yeah, you just gotta make sure that you're not looking at your credit card limit as your money because it's not.
Okay. That's also the mistake that we make. Then you do that at a very young age. But there's the importance of having credit at a young age. Like you said, one of those factors is the credit, right? And so if we're getting credit at 20, 23 years old, we missed some years that we actually could have. So talk about the importance of establishing credit at a younger age. Maybe talk about authorized users and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the parents out there, I recommend every parent, if you can, if you have a credit card that you know you're not willing to, pay
I
less.
still got some pitches, man. You gotta get healthy, man.
Okay, no later than 17. Now,
I say Aaron Getty's a solid pitcher.
but in your child from the ages of 16 through 17 will set them up for when they turn 18, they'll already have an established credit profile. Most people don't realize that you do not have a FICO score just because you turned 18. You have to have 6 months of credit history with at least 2 accounts before FICO will issue you a credit score, right? So, as opposed to just starting at 18.
That's one of my favorite players in the whole MLB. Jordan Alvarez.
prior, at least 6 months prior to your 18th birthday,
Full as a fan, tons of power.
you know, a little ahead of the fact, right? So as opposed to getting those
Big player, Jordan.
already offers, because it's really easy to get a 700 credit score, especially if you have no collections or you haven't messed up your credit yet. It is super easy to get 700. So
Welcome in, welcome in.
if you have the opportunity to be an authorized user on a family member's card,
Listen to the what's in the background, credit,
the anti-abuse laws.
credit podcast, you might learn something.
Authorized users. And so if you have the same address or the same last name, you will be more credited for those accounts, right? Or for the authorized user accounts. Setting once you turn 18 though, because this is a mistake a lot of parents make. They'll put their child on their credit card, like 15, 16, whatever, and then whenever they turn 18, the child has like a 700 credit score. And as opposed to making the child or having the child apply for their own accounts, they just kind of lean on mom's card or mom's credit history and think that it's going to take them far. And that's where they run into the situation of having a high credit score, but not a lot of credit, not a worthy credit borrowing, right?
That's a
You
strike.
need to make sure that when that child
I'm
turns
so glad MLB got the challenge, bro. This umpire is ass.
we're going to be applying for a credit card. On their 18th birthday,
Missed call.
apply for a credit card, please. Apply
You
for a
see,
credit
they just replayed it. Strike.
With a lot of people. Having a credit card be your first established account, your credit age is going to be reliant on that account. The great thing about credit cards is they can be open forever. Like there is no end date to a credit card unless you choose to close the card or the bank chooses to close the card. Whereas a loan, every loan has a term date. Every loan will end eventually. So your credit age is based on a loan. Once that account closes, your credit age is going to be affected drastically, right? So if you have your first established account as a credit card, it's sort of like a safety blanket for your credit age. And so make sure at 18, apply for a card. It can be a secure card, it can be a subprime card, whatever. Apply for a credit card and then start to build your own credit history because authorized users can only take you so far. Not very far nowadays.
There's a quick follow. You did bring up holding cards, and I know a lot of people as they're trying to fix this better, like, all right, well, I'll change it all. Let me close it.
Mhm.
Program like how that could negatively affect your sort of
Yeah, good. My rule of thumb when it comes to closing credit cards is if the credit card has an annual fee, and you're not getting any increases and it's just not worth it to keep it, there will come a time where you'll probably want to close that account. And when you close that card, it's different.
Right.
Number one, you are
What the hell
fine
is that?
any large purchase.
Murphy?
um,
We got some wheels on.
After you get your car, your home, whatever. The only time.
Anybody know Murphy from the Rockies?
Like I said, 6 months for any applications. And also make sure that you have another card before you close the card. Like do not, like I see people all the time, like, I just need this card, I want to close it, etc. And it's just like that's gonna do work. $200 Capital One card that I've had since college. That card is still haven't gotten an increase in years. I don't even care to use the card. I keep it open specifically because credit. An aged credit card is the most beneficial thing that you can have on your credit card. That, like,
The Rockies got so many. They got such a young team. I don't know none of the players. Like
because
the guys who played last year, but they're one of the youngest teams. I don't know none of the players in the Rockies.
Keep that in mind. So
All their players are like fresh out of the triple.
if you have a card that you don't use,
Like
subscription.
maybe 10 of their players. Their pitchers are older, but their infielders. Let me stop.
Goes to each of your credit cards so that it can have usage, so the bank will not close it due to non-usage.
So what about putting your child on the credit card?
Yes.
As a child?
Yeah,
What up?
so one of the things that people.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Will, when you come to somebody's chat, say what up, man. Don't say I'm here. This is my chat. Say hello. Okay, I gotta teach you how to. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come off like an asshole. I come off like an asshole that's trying to piggyback. You feel me? Don't piggyback. Make your own shit. So when you come in my shit, say what up. Don't say I am here. All right? The last time I checked, you don't pay none of the bills here. You ain't even donated to the Streamlabs, brother. It ain't no I am here. Motherfuckers ain't excited to see you. This excited to see you on your shit. When you on my shit, say what up. Don't say I am here, all right?
So
I got a big brother, y'all niggas. Y'all think I'm little sister or something. No, I'm big brother. So I'm gonna let it slide this time. Don't let it happen again. Know what up? No, but I'm saying, are you understand what I'm saying? I didn't say drop it big. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said, Brody? When you come to somebody's shit, say what up. Don't say I am here. I don't give a fuck about your vid, bro. Listen to what the fuck I just told you. All right? Okay, all right, for sure. Just making sure, Brody. Yeah, y'all can come in here and hang out, but y'all gotta, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? I ain't your same age, brother. I'm your big brother, bro. So you gotta talk to me like I'm your big brother. You feel me? You did?
One, the average age makes like 16
You
years.
gotta talk to me like I'm your big brother, bro. I ain't no peon, bro. All right?
friends is a huge relationship.
All right, bro.
Like,
Keep dropping videos. Okay? We gotta make sure y'all. What up, lady? We gotta make sure your social skills is up. Don't come in somebody's chat and say I am here, bro. Like,
It feels like that's
social skill wise,
like, what are the numbers?
don't do that. You're talking to somebody with good with excellent social skills, bro. If I go to somebody, unless it's like a girl, if it's like a girl that I'm flirting with, I can say that. But don't go in no man's chat and say I am here, bro. Don't listen to your big brother, bro. Don't do that.
people don't believe.
Don't do that.
I had over 100,000.
I'm teaching y'all. Y'all young, man. I've been living a lot longer than y'all, bro. Don't, you know what I'm saying?
Profile.
That's part of being a boss is you got to be able to parlay with other bosses. You see what I'm saying? You got to be able to hang out with other bosses. So if you get around another boss and you say that, it'll be like, whoa,
Score. So
radar. You know what I'm saying? So be cool.
specific score.
And don't spam either, bro. You don't got to spam. Be cool. Players.
People need to
Players don't spam, bro.
making sure you don't have any late payments. If you do have late payments, try to rectify those. If you have collections,
Players, I gotta raise y'all. I don't know if y'all was raised to be players. I gotta raise y'all.
make sure that you.
I gotta raise y'all from the ground up. I don't know if y'all natural players yet, so I gotta raise y'all. I was blessed.
Goes below 3 open account.
I was blessed to come up around real players. So like, the way I move, the way I interact with women, the way I interact with men is players. So I understand everybody didn't.
What's called.
Everybody didn't have that.
We don't see this as some
That upbringing, so I kind of got to school y'all a little bit.
when it comes to lenders and how our credit reports are assigned and how they translate over to their system.
Hold on, chat. I gotta work. I can't be as interactive today because I'm not full time, chat. I'm thinking I'm full time with this.
Down to a lower
Social
tier.
the game. Call social.
It's going to be more important, making sure you're not
Right
finding
handed cruise. Do a 7 inning. Allow 3 base runners in the process of tossing 46 of his 7. Why the fuck did he only get 7 pitches?
Now, when it comes to score, if I had to say, I would say 680 and above, you pretty much, with a healthy profile, you pretty much can
You
get
heard in the background?
anything.
680 and above, you can get anything. That's why I pre 750. So while I'm not reading the chat, listen to what's coming on the back. You're gonna learn something about credit.
I actually tell people if you don't have at least a 650, then usually one of 3 things are the case. You had a recent collection with 18 months. Recently, because as long as you don't have those, you should at least have a 650, just in terms of how your credit score.
That's a credit expert, Shonda Martin.
Okay, so let's talk about some myths.
Mhm.
Listen, y'all. We're clock.
Way to get credit score.
So
White Sox
way to
10.
improve your credit score, not borrowing power most of the time. Like there in 2000, I want to say
White Sox.
9, if my memory serves correct, there was something called the anti-abuse law that came that released, right? What that is it's because people
Work, gang, gotta work. I preach work. It's been talking to child, literally working right now. Literally been working all day. I got several ways. Chat. I'm making money 3 ways right now,
or basically
and it's 54.
Thinks that this person is not
Y'all
right.
think I just be preaching final boss, not living this, bro? I'm getting money 3 ways, and I'm working on a 4th right now, chat, as we speak. This I'm saying? Real hustler, bro.
Or is a lot higher than it is. However,
I don't know if you ever think I'm a streamer.
strategy for that.
I
So
was a hustler way more years than I've been a streamer, chat. The streamer stuff is new. I've been hustling. So we hustling right now. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all being here. Come hang out.
Credit repair companies and different tactics.
Support the Streamlabs.
Some people report.
Once we get the Streamlabs and stuff going, then I can kind of be more interactive. But if it's like slow, hey, I got other ways I'm getting money. I ain't tripping, but I gotta focus on that.
Way to get credit to.
You know what I'm saying?
What's some of the myths about credit repair?
Read the chats real quick. What's the word? Cool, cool. How you feeling, man? Angalumbe, hi. I just got back. Hi, for sure, for sure. Chat, what are we working on this week, chat?
credit repairs.
Everybody drop what your goal is for the week. What are you trying to accomplish this week, chat?
Worst thing you can do when
Whether it's save some money, whether it's go to the gym 2 times, eat better,
this account is-
maybe you go out, you try to approach 3 girls, talk to 3, 4, 5 random girls. Chat, what's the goal for the week? It's Sunday. Sundays when we make goals, chat.
Approved.
Sundays when we make our weekly goals. What are the weekly goals for the week? We're not just gonna be going through the week, just
It's
floating and oh, I'm just gonna eat some Takis. What's the goal for the week, chat? It's Sunday. Bosses make goals, their short-term goals on Sunday. You write it down, and then you check to see if you accomplish it. It don't gotta be anything major, but try to have a goal for the week, chat. Try to have, even if it's a small goal. I want to try to eat better. I'm gonna go jog twice this week. I'm gonna go lift twice this week. I'm gonna drop content. I'm gonna make sure I drop 5 videos this week. What's the goal, chat?
It's not a.
This Sunday we're gonna refocus. Today's not gonna be like the funnest.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
There are so
'Cause
many
I'm finding boss. Every day can't be fun. Some days we gotta really
behind the consumer law.
roll our sleeves up and be like, man, how are we gonna get our life better? Including myself. I'm doing that right now.
Number one,
Drop some goals, chat. What is drop some videos?
teach. I hate to say credit repair because, like I said, I don't even
Eat
like to say
better,
credit
lift some
repair.
weight.
When it comes to your credit report, I am a firm believer
What
that
are we doing?
you are in a
My goal this week is to eat good, as in
right
healthy,
to request validation for every single account on our credit report, right?
specifically to where I'm in a caloric deficit. That's how you get that washboard body that them girls go crazy for. You want to not, I mean, everybody but Will. Will, you need to eat. You're 11 years old. But everybody else, track what you eat.
For an investigation.
If you're trying to bulk,
FCRA 611.
track your protein, upgrade your protein. If you want to lose weight, like me, caloric deficit.
The company, anything, especially not the first round, right? You just
If you're trying to put on weight, protein bulk. Losing weight like me, caloric deficit, exercise, monitoring.
Right. So
Make sure you get 8 hours of sleep.
all you're simply doing is making sure that it is.
Hey, sum it up, Dylan. Yes.
Yours doesn't mean.
Hear me out. I'm gonna try this week to bag a baddie and go play some soccer. That's good. It don't gotta be a big goal, but chat, what are our goals for the week? It don't gotta be a big goal. That's good because you can accomplish that in a week. I used to make a goal to try to approach
Right. It's for an investigation. Once that comes.
I used to make a goal to try to approach 20 women a week just to work on my game, just to work on my mouthpiece.
Because they do.
And that way it makes it easy. Like, okay, you're gonna get rejected. I think I'm a damn good looking guy. I'm tall as hell. And I used to go 3 for 20. But listen, when you got 3 bad ones on your line, you don't give a fuck about the 17 girls that rejected you. And at the same time,
I don't know if this is all the way.
if your goal is to approach 20 girls, whether you bag them or not, doesn't matter. Your goal is to approach 20 girls. That's another reason I set it out like that. Because it wasn't about whether I got the number. When you take that pressure off, it makes you smoother with girls, chat. My goal was to approach 20 girls. I didn't care. I can say yes or no. I was working on my game. I was working on making sure I come up to her smooth. Yeah, the first couple, 3, 4, you're gonna be nervous. Who cares? Once you get to that 5th girl, man, it's like a walk in the park. Once you get to that 10th girl, now you're really comfortable. Now you can really put the riz on her. I'm not gonna lie. When I used to make my goal to
things like that.
approach and talk to 20 random girls, the first 4, unless I was hot. Like approaching girls is really like basketball. Some days you're hot.
Maybe
Some days I go 10 for 10. not 10 for 10. Some days I go 6 for 10. Some games I go 1 for 10, 0 for 10. But it's just getting girls is a numbers game. People don't know that. So if your goal,
People were like, well, I made one,
if your goal
but like
is just to approach 20 girls, who cares if you get
That's still true. Like, what,
5 numbers or 0? Even if you get 0 numbers, you hit your goal of talking to 20 girls. That was always my mindset. I would always end up bagging, like, if I did 20, I would probably end up bagging a rough week,
The last
2, which is 18 rejections. A good week,
is what's most impactful.
a good week, I might bag 8 girls.
If you have it like
You
that,
feel me? But neither weeks deterred me because my goal was to talk to 20. I didn't care
so that's-
whether some girls freaked out. Some girls was trying to crush me within a week.
Are you able to forgive?
It's just a numbers game. It's just
Forgive it, then
my goal was never
update the credit
to get the number. Whether or not she gave me her number or her Instagram, it didn't matter. It was I want to approach 20 girls.
If you're in a situation where you can't get your late payment removed,
And also have to eat kava 2 times this week. Kava, that's definitely a good goal. For sure, for sure. Goals, chat.
late payment, you need 11 on-time payments.
Somebody else. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. We can talk about anything and spend. Don't be scared to talk about your goals. It don't gotta be a big goal, but
Your credit profile is going to still.
I gotta make y'all into champions, man.
Once you get 11
I
on
gotta teach y'all championship pedigree.
If you're a person who has,
You know, this is the stuff that everybody does, but everybody's not a champion. When you hang around champions go over their goals at the beginning of the week. Some of them go over their goals every day. So I'm trying to teach y'all
that's great. So
the mode of how this works. When people are successful or winning, sometimes it's nepotism, and sometimes it's luck, sometimes it's networking, all that matters. But a lot of it is structured. If you want to have a successful life, you got to structure it to be successful. So, weekly goals, or even, oh shit, damn, I'm whooping ass. Hold on, chat, I'm whooping ass. But I'm saying I'm whooping ass, but it's a testament to my work. Y'all don't be seeing how hard I be working, chat. Chat, I'm really an over grinder. I'm really like a sicko when it comes to how much work I put in to reach a goal, chat. Like a real sicko, bro. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. Like, you feel me? And I'm busting ass right now, but I work. You know how much work I put in today? Chat, I'm 4 cups of coffee in, and I'm probably gonna brew because I work. I work, bro. I work.
When it comes to married couples, spouses,
That's why I'm so adamant
the account
about preaching that to you guys. Overwork people, but also structure the work. Because if you're just working and you're not structuring it, you're not going to channel that energy. You got to structure that energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the energy to want to be great, and then you have to structure it. Because if you just want to be great, I want to be great so bad. If you don't structure it, like if you don't scoop out your energy,
So if you're a spouse, if you have a spouse, then maybe
you can want it you can want it all day and night. But you got to really scoop out that energy. Put a little bit in the hair. Put the energy in the self-improvement. Put the energy into the outward action. And put the energy into the intention. Put the energy into the preparation to be great. That includes your sleep. That includes what you're watching on TV. That includes what you're eating. That includes who you're hanging around. People don't just wake up successful, child. You got to school. It got to be everywhere. It got to be everywhere. From your fitness to your money to your game to what you're learning to what you got chat.
Credit because
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all how this works, man. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Boyfriend broke up.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Oh well, yeah. To speak on that,
Whenever you work,
no, we don't.
you gotta work.
No.
Also
I'm not
get closer to God.
you.
Debbie. It don't gotta be a big goal, man. I like that. I like that. You know, some people, it's like the weight room. Some people think
you're responsible for that.
You know, like guys, I'm a certified personal trainer, right? You guys don't know that, but you guys will see like this page is low key gonna turn into a fitness page within the next 6 months.
And it still is going to be your fault.
So When people always say, "Oh, I want to lose weight,"
That
you know how many people I see burn out? You know how they burn out? Because they think I need to start off and go to the gym 5 days a week, 4 days a week. That means I'm working hard. You don't need to do that. What you need to do
for less money.
is start slow. Go to the gym 1 day a week. If you can do two, do two, but start off slow. I always advise people to start off slow. Do 1 day, try to be consistent with that 1 day, do a walk, slow down, spend 30 minutes stretching. You don't even do too much. You're really in the gym for an hour, spend 25 minutes stretching. But get the routine. Then you do 2 days. Now you're doing 2 days in the gym. 3 days rest in between. Light. 25 minutes stretching, 35-minute workout. Where people mess up is that they burn themselves out thinking, trying to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to try to work like a gym influencer out the gate. Start slow. Weights, 2 days. Be consistent. Once you're consistently going to the gym 2 days a week, if you go to the gym 2 days a week for a whole month, you're gonna do more because your body's gonna be feeling totally different. Especially if you're sleeping, your body's gonna be feeling different. You're gonna start to crave the gym. Before the gym felt like a chore. If you go to the gym 2 times a week for 6 weeks, it's not gonna feel like a chore no more. Then you're gonna be like, oh shit. I'm at the gym 3 days a week. I feel good. I'm meeting people. Good environment. I feel better. All of a sudden, but it's because you didn't try to come out the gate doing 5 days a week because your New Year's resolution. It's not how you go about it, man. 1%. Not how you go about it. Baby steps. Baby steps. You want to put on some muscle? Just start with. I'm not even gonna say 50 push-ups because I know 50 push-ups can be a reach. So, but knock out 20 push-ups and space it out over 3 days. 20 on Monday, 20 on Wednesday, 20 on Sunday. That ain't shit. That's 60 a week. But the fact that you're trying, next thing you know, oh shit, this 20 is easy. 25 Monday, 25 Wednesday, 25 Sunday. Next thing you know, 50 Monday, 50. Build it up, chat. Build it up. Champions know how to build, man.
Just because
I'm saying, I'm trying to teach y'all. Build it up. Slowly, small goals. Make your big goals. Make your weekly goals. Make your monthly goal. Make your 6-month goal. Make your yearly goal.
The good thing about
make your 3-year goal and make your 5-year and go over each and every one of them. I prefer to write them down. My goals is right here on the wall, chat.
Because it's so easy to
right there.
Get those.
If I had the Wimby wingspan, I could touch it. Because I make sure, and I advise them to do the same. Write down your goal.
It's going to come from building credit.
Write down your goals and make sure you can see it every day. That way you won't lie to yourself. I got my goals right here.
Sure. If you have bad credit, if you have collection charge-offs, whatever.
Final Boss got his goals right here.
Is nothing that will
write it down. Because that way, if you lie to yourself, if you tell yourself that I want to lose 20 pounds, write it down and you put it right in front of your door and you walk past that shit every day, it's gonna remind you, bro. Because if you just say in your mind, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds, bro, we're all like in the ADHD era. You're not gonna do it. But write it down and see it every day. You're gonna be like, oh shit. Because you're gonna feel like you lying to yourself. It's not a good feeling. That's why I write down all my goals. I got my short-term goals up there. I got my long-term goals up there. I make sure every day when I feel lazy, I don't feel like streaming. My streaming goals up there. So days where I'm lazy, I don't feel like getting on. I look over at that shit and I'm like, man, you know what? I can't lie to myself. Feel me?
Because I have established credit.
I have to work hard. I have to. If I wrote down this goal with intention, I gotta follow through with it.
Collections, right?
Also, manage what you eat is the main thing for sure. Manage what you eat, sleep.
People will say,
make sure you live. It also depends on your goal. Some people are trying to.
Years of wasted time.
You got to manage it either way, but it's different type of management. Like me, I'm trying to shred. So I got to be caloric deficit, lots of water. Still good amount of protein because I want to maintain my muscle mass. But if your goal is to bulk, you have a little bit more freedom. If you want to put on weight or you're trying to put on muscle, you still got to eat good, but you can cheat more days trying to gain weight with Chick-fil-A and Burger King than I can. Like too much cheating for me, I'd be cooked. But if you're trying to bulk, you can eat a little worse, but where you can't sacrifice is the protein. If you want to really put on muscle, you can't play with your protein. Whether you're eating Chick-fil-A or whether you're, going sirloin steak, salmon, what's high protein? Avocados is good protein. Eggs. You see all the pizza delight, y'all. Remember me? I think I do. Kara, welcome in.
Whatever, like pocket or keep it in our
Eggs.
When you activate that card,
So I'm shredding, so I gotta be very thankful with my diet. Caloric deficit, lots of quinoa, lots of salmon, lots of turkey. Turkey's like my cheat code because turkey is satiating. Because my big thing, chat, I'm a big guy, right? So
utilization. Because if you don't have any credit cards, you're not
one of my hardest things is that it's hard for me to be full. So the good thing about turkey, I like it. It's tasty, it's quick, and it makes me full. So a lot of getting the body you want is finding. Like I've been losing weight because I've been spamming turkey, chat. I've been spamming turkey. It's extremely light and low calorie. It makes me full. It is good protein. I eat so much turkey. You would think I'd fuck around and go grow some wings. Like I eat so much turkey, but it's my cheat code. Half the way of getting the body you want is finding what's healthy that you like that works for you. If it's bulking, find a protein that you like. If you're shredding, find something you like me with turkey. Turkey's my cheat code. If it wasn't for turkey, it would be much harder for me to. But turkey is easy and I can eat it a lot. Jesus loves you. Have a great rest of your day. Chicken, quick protein for sure. But chicken's more on the light end. Like if you try to put on some weight, chicken is good though. I'm not gonna lie. But chicken, you just have to do more. But chicken, steak is real good. It's just expensive. You know what I'm saying? Steak is good, but that's why like the athletes eat steak. Like steak, chicken is like the most affordable protein. Well, chicken and also sardines are low key very high protein. Depending on what quality you get, some of them can be nasty, but sardines are great. And if you're trying to get your muscle, what I used to do,
most people are in the
what I used to do,
I'm not in the ferment.
You get a scoop of protein. The same protein you put in a drink.
The thing is,
like I don't know have y'all drank protein drinks? I'm an athlete, so I've been drinking them since my junior year. It's kind of nasty, but the hack that I found out is you put the protein powder in your oatmeal, stir it up in the oatmeal, a little bit of cinnamon, so good, and you get that big boy protein. Once I found that, oh my goodness! So high protein breakfast, chat. You go one scoop, or sometimes 2 scoops. I'll do 2 scoops if you really want to. Summer's coming up, fellas. You go 2 scoops in your oatmeal, dash of cinnamon. Cinnamon is very good for your body. Make sure it's real ground cinnamon. Stir. Then you make 3 to 5 eggs. You can get a pack of sardines from Walmart. Put the whole pack of the sardines, 3 to 5 eggs. High powered. You'll be feeling like a maverick, ready to take on your day. Satiating oatmeal. Oatmeal gave you good carbohydrates, so you don't crash by your lunch shift. Satiating high protein meal. I used to spam that. 2 scoops of protein in your oatmeal. 3 to 5 eggs, sardines. You do that lift weights, you'll be like, oh shit, I got jacked out of nowhere. And don't let you mix that with creatine. But that's a way to cheat it, chat, to where you eat oatmeal, you put that powder, you got that good chocolate. I know drinking it tastes like shit. Put it in your oatmeal, it's gonna change your life. In oatmeal, it's a whole different ballgame. Someone told me some kind of liver got him shredded. I don't know about that, bro. I mean, maybe, bro. But I'm more into bro, I'm a certified personal trainer, like certified. It's like CPT. You know what I'm saying? So liver and what I'm gonna tell you is protein. Protein. Wait, did you say shredded? Okay, so shredded. So you're trying to lose weight. Liver, yeah, but if you're trying to shred by hook or by crook, caloric deficit.
So, but
You have to,
if you just can't pay it down, well, number
there's a little computer
and
and it tells you,
you
you put in your height and your weight,
manage
and it tells you
to
how many calories you're supposed to eat in a day. Cut that down by 25%. Cut that down by 35%. And that's much easier said than done, especially if you're bigger like me. Like I'm 250 pounds and I'm a man. So just off testosterone, we have to eat more. So
the best thing you can do at this point is
me being a 250-pound man,
foresee yourself.
a 25% calorie cut is a lot, bro. That's a lot. When you eat a lot and your body requires you,
Work on
25% is hard.
Don't close it and then forget about
It's hard. It's hard.
No.
It's hard to do.
Like to,
But like I'm saying, you gotta find cheat codes. My cheat code is turkey. My cheat code is
if you close it and do nothing, then it'll
the key is satiation.
closing it so that you can.
The reason why people are so big back
Stop,
is because you eat stuff that doesn't make you full.
work on things.
McDonald's, Taco Bell, all that processed food is designed to not keep you hungry. So you keep eating, you become a big back.
Most likely, if you are in credit card debt, you probably don't even have
Great food like kava. Kava is great because kava's real food is satiating. Landy, you know you can eat a kava bowl. It could last you for like 2 meals. I'm a big dude and it could last me 2 meals. I know if you're smaller, or even for like girls, one kava thing could last them the entire day. It's because it's satiated. Green pepper, brown rice, quality protein. Probably how's that so hard to say? I said quality protein. Quality protein. Quality rice is satiated. A lot of times, the processed food, that's why you can eat a whole thing of chips, you can eat a candy, and be like, you can just keep going all fucking day. Because it's processed. Try to overeat sweet potato. You can't do it. Try to overeat sweet potato. Really try. Follow a sweet potato challenge. Try to eat 2 sweet potatoes and a steak. It's too satiated. You can't. But you can for sure eat. Like what's the most you can eat a lot of? You can for sure probably put away like 30 Domino's wings if you put your mind to it. It's processed. You don't get full. You can put down, if you put your mind to it, you can put away 30 Domino's wings. Try to eat 2 sweet potatoes because it's satiating. So the key to shred,
That's a great question.
caloric deficit,
So if your goal is to just
satiating food.
really care to raise your credit score at this time, you're not trying to use your credit.
That's why I spam
Get
Look at that.
highest
trying to watch
interest,
this picture.
get down and then work your way down.
That's why I spam
However, if you
I
are
spam quinoa,
use your credit and want to grow your credit,
I spam
and down your utilization,
sweet potato.
I personally recommend look at any card that has a utilization over 48%. Tackle those.
I spam quinoa.
All your cards under 48%.
I spam sweet potato,
What's called the max out penalty on your credit score, meaning when you
and I spam turkey because all of those
card is maxed out, right?
are satiating
After 48
and low calories, so it's easy. Losing 25% of my calories is hard. I'm a big back. I'm 250 pounds. When I cheat with those, it's easy. I can be like, damn, pull off a little ass turkey, honey. Turkey, my cheat spam is turkey, sandwich, sauteed olive oil, spinach, honey wheat bread. Spam it.
Yeah, points for sure. So basically
600, 650 calories. I'm well under. An average meal for me, if I'm not trying to cut,
more scoring. Every car
I'm
48%.
chat, being 6'5", 250, I can put away like 1,200 calories and my body will maintain weight. If I do a turkey sandwich and a coffee, that's 700. I'm saving 500. Compound that over 2 weeks. Damn, how'd you lose that weight? It's math. It's discipline.
Right.
Discipline and math. It's not really hard to lose weight.
So 48%.
If I were to get that 700 calories from eating 5 Domino's wings and a double cheeseburger, you wouldn't get the same thing. So hold on, chat. I'm on that.
Rating yourself a credit card debt.
I gotta make some money. I'm not monetized. I gotta keep the lights on.
The snowball effect is probably the one that makes the most sense because
Jesse,
the interest
Jesse,
to build, of course, on credit cards.
Jesse.
Talk about business credit. What's the difference
Jesse.
between personal credit and business credit for us? I was.
Combo Ball W. I may be years, but at least I got spirit though. What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Hey, W about Andy. I meant to say for muscle. Okay, for sure, for sure. Liver sounds about right because liver is like protein. But yeah, if you're gaining protein, if you're shredding, caloric deficit. You know what I'm saying?
Like just don't care about that.
I am a CPT, chat, certified personal trainer. So
Credit score, personal credit score.
I always tell you that I'm just starting my channel, like my channel's a baby.
Business credit.
This channel is eventually gonna become a fitness channel. So
30 accounts that people recommend.
if you follow me, we're gonna be on that fitness journey together.
A lot.
Right now, I'm just not like right now, I'm really starting from the bottom. So
People always say like you don't want to PG your
I can't give y'all fitness content
subscribe to
the quality I would want to right now,
personal credit, absolutely.
but in due time, because fitness is definitely a big part of my life.
Business credit. With my personal credit,
So,
number one, lower interest. Like
that's
if you are
definitely
just solely off your business credit profile. you're
Something that we're
pay
gonna do with the channel.
If
There's gonna be a lot of fitness content, a lot of fitness shorts.
guaranteed get
Probably try to do some workout with some pretty girls. Luckily, a lot of the baddies, what I'm noticing, a lot of pretty girls are more getting into fitness. It was not like that 15, 10 years ago. But the baddies are getting in the gym. Appreciate the likes.
of the big banks.
Appreciate that, Karen. Karen Cafazo. I like your name. Karen Cafazo. You got a good athletic name. Karen Cafazo. It's a good athletic name. But yeah, I can't wait to give y'all fitness content and if content with some fitness baddies, because you know,
when they look,
baddies like to work out. I like baddies. We're gonna mix all the worlds together.
queries work the same.
We're gonna have a nice soiree and stuff.
Credit card.
So
If they look at the same, and how does that work?
within the next 4 months, I plan on starting the fitness content, and then
So are you referring
after
to
that, we're gonna vamp it up. Cause chat, like my body's okay now, but I'm an athlete, chat. I'm a former Division I recruit. So
I would.
people be like, "Oh man, you're slim, bro." I'm out of shape. For me, 3 ESPN profiles, I'm out of shape.
right?
If I have a big,
I'm real out of shape. For me, for an average Joe off the street, it might be good, but for me, I'm way out of shape.
It isn't looked at the same when it comes to business because most of the times, like the
Yeah,
funding.
I already know it. I'm as strong as I need to be.
But however,
My endurance is ass. Been smoking,
increase way more.
but I can admit that.
Increase.
You know, but
So if you're applying for a car, you can.
summer we're gonna turn it up,
apply for a
and then
vehicle.
by fall we're gonna go hard. We're gonna go hard
Already with your
at the fitness content.
Those
hard.
are not counted individually. A lot of people freak out when that happens, but if you're applying for,
I'm giving y'all, you know, I know it's not a million people in here, but I'm giving y'all a heads up of like what I'm about to do with the channel.
which all increase of the same manner
Fitness,
would be basically you're only going to be affected at the weight of one. You'll see all of them like
Lifestyle.
they're not all individually impacting you. Now, when it comes to credit cards, they're the ones
sports,
increase because every single credit card increase does impact you.
gaming, but mainly sports gaming. We're throwing Roblox.
Or up to 55 points.
I'm gonna throw Roblox on Fort, but other than that, it's gonna be just sports gaming. MLB, Madden, and 2K. I throw Roblox on Fort and GTA.
Save or protect your
I'm gonna just stick to my lane. That's what I do. One thing I do, chat. I'm gonna stay in my lane. If I don't know it,
it's just like
so I'm a game, but I'm gonna stay in my lane with the gaming.
you care more about
Fort,
10% of your credit card.
Roblox, GTA, sports games. That's it. That's all I can give y'all.
When you're building credit, you're going to get increased.
And then travel,
Okay.
because that's a major part of my life.
If you have a great credit profile,
Yeah, I'll tell y'all, chat, like I'm rebuilding my life,
history of
but like when I got things together, I travel a lot. And it's not for status. I hate that
if people
travel in 2026 is for status and cool points. I was traveling in 2014, 2013, 2009. I just like traveling. But
going to deny you
now in 2026, where you get cool points, oh, I'm finna be getting a lot of fucking cool points. I was in Singapore in 2013, and I didn't post not one Instagram because I was living in the moment. I don't give a fuck. I just like being on different lands, different energies, different vibrations, different food. I was in Singapore for 3 months, lived there. I didn't post a picture.
For the everyday average person,
It wasn't for cool points. When I travel, it's not for cool points. It's for like my spirit. My spirit needs to travel. So
put all of your everyday expenses.
once everything is back on board and I'm back on my feet, because Chat, it may look all good, but I'm still very much in the recovery process of my life. Oh yeah, chat, we finna be traveling like shit. You're gonna be like, what the hell? What country are you in? I never heard it.
Emergency credit.
You gonna have to pick up the map and be like, Slim, where the hell is that? I never heard of that country.
Only for emergencies. These are. the
I like
cards
chat. I
that
like to travel.
emergency cards are going to be credit union cards.
And I like to go places where people don't necessarily know on their bucket list. You know what I'm saying?
You can have a-
I like to travel to the places people don't know about. Like everybody, so like Dubai is cool, but everybody's
like the 3 to 6
hello
months.
Karen, how are you, Karen?
Any large purchase.
Everybody's so Dubai.
You really can get
Dubai is cool, but like y'all don't want to go to Qatar. Y'all don't want to go to Abu Dhabi.
the everyday average American like
They're right there. Dubai, because I saw 5 influencers go there. I'm a real traveler. I want to go to Abu Dhabi before Dubai. See what the real lifestyle is. I'd rather go to Abu Dhabi before I go to Dubai. I don't travel for other people. Some people go Dubai. I'm gonna get so many cool points. You don't even care about the culture.
work, even experience, and experience cheaper.
Okay.
So-
I'll do the trip before Abu Dhabi before I go to Dubai.
So, yes.
We might go to Dubai after, but Abu Dhabi, Qatar.
So I mean, you should have credit monitoring.
While I'm over there, I want to check out like
There are
Taiwan.
free apps. You can monitor
Do a
your
South
credit
Korea
based on your
style.
credit score, but if you want to know where you stand in terms of FICO,
Philippines. I know the Thailand is Thailand is cool because I went to visit Thailand 10 years ago too. But Philippines, why no influencers going to the Philippines?
It's free.
People are starting to get hit to Vietnam a little bit
It is a must that you
because of TikTok. But yeah, I like going to those off places.
Challenge your credit accounts. Do not challenge.
Y'all might see a Vietnam vlog within a year. Live here in Vietnam.
Experience Credit Karma.
Vietnam is like the Miami of Asia now. Check it out, chat. Learn this world. This is a big world we live in, chat.
So like there are
Donated 200. No, you didn't.
To challenge that account.
You didn't donate 200. You have a weird donator kit because you're freaky.
Not on.
You're a nasty spirit.
I actually have a credit card that's subscription to my bank.
But yeah, travel this world, man. It's not going places everybody goes.
We're starting to offer FICO.
If you just want to join the wave, I guess, but you know what I'm saying? There's so many countries, chat. There's so many countries.
Yeah, I'm grandfathered into the $29.99 plan.
Every country has a different energy. Like America has an energy, like America energy. I don't know, like I know some of y'all love America real bad.
Well, for information,
America's a little ghetto, chat.
business, how you help people before we leave.
Yeah,
America's
so
a little bit ghetto.
it's a financial
You know,
education platform. So
the
I
people,
utilize and just
what they feed us.
And through the education of credit, you can utilize those.
America is ghetto. And until you go to another country,
Fix it ethically, legally, because that is
you
something.
probably won't understand what I just told you. Once you go to another country, you see how they're living and you see how the locals are. You eat that fresh food.
Short term.
You're like, damn, America is a little bit ghetto. Slim was right.
If you truly want quality credit and
Yeah,
want your credit profile, that will translate.
America is ghetto.
Buy a house and all.
Start traveling and see the world.
750 plus on Instagram.
Stop thinking America is the richest place in the world. We are a third world country with Gucci belt.
Education being free. If you want specialized help in repairing your
We
credit.
are a third world country with a Gucci belt.
It is my membership group that I started. It is.
When I went to Singapore and saw the wealth out there and the safety, America, you could be in the richest place. You're still in far from danger.
Build your credit or rebuild.
Go to Singapore, where it's wealth with the safety. A small girl, 95 pounds, could be walking in Singapore 3 o'clock in the morning by herself.
Yeah.
I don't know where in America you can do that.
And yeah, just follow me on all platforms. You'll see me every time about a problem.
There you have it. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And for sure, thank you for again coming to
Oh. That's my man, that's my bitch out of that world.
Do you speak English?
Yeah, well,
10 years. That's the limit. Most people will spend the next
Gonna
decade.
restart.